Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Friday, August 23rd, 2024. Well, it's a day that begins with a burst of energy, is on a bit of a glide path, turns a couple of dangerous corners, and then has a fun and delightful evening. So a lot of twists today. The sun today is at 1 degree of practical, organized, and maybe often a little neurotic Earth sign Virgo, green for Virgo, and the moon today is moving through the mid to late degrees of impetuous and sometimes conflict-prone fire sign Aries. We're always in the red when the moon is in Aries. I mentioned the burst of energy. The moon makes a harmonious sextile, 60-degree angle to Mars, which just happens to be Aries' ruling planet. Very early in the day, 23 Virgo to Mars at 23 of Gemini at 4:21 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, a.m., 7:21 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 12:21 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then comes a nice trine, a harmonious angle from the moon at 24 degrees of Virgo to Mercury retrograde, which is sitting at 24 degrees of Leo. 5:44 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:44 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:44 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Good, clear mind, burst of energy in the morning, make good use of it. Then the moon conjoins Chiron, also called the wounded healer. Very good for meditation, holistic practices. Looks like a great morning. Then there are no other aspects that the moon makes until late. It's just kind of void of course, as it's called, making no other aspects, kind of floating along with all that fire going on in Aries. So be careful you don't get into it with people. The moon enters, steady she goes, Earth sign Taurus at 5 p.m. exactly Pacific Daylight Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 1 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then almost immediately makes a tough square, 90-degree angle to Pluto, which is called the Lord of Power and renowned for manipulation and power issues and a little obsession, from 0 Taurus to 0 Aquarius, where Pluto sits at 5:17 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:17 p.m. a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Don't get into it with people, will you please? It's tough around that period because you've got a nice evening to look forward to. The moon trines the sun from 1 degree Taurus to 1 degree Virgo at 7:22 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10:22 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 3:22 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and then Mercury retrograde makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Mars, which you recall is Aries' ruling planet. It's a good night. So if you wanted to go out tonight and stay out late, it is not a bad night to do that, but the day is a little tricky, so easy does it today. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, which is starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.